There is 1 minute of the video missing of Jeffrey Epstein's alleged death. What really happened in that cell? There are two sides to this story, but there's only one backstory. It was August 19, 2019. Epstein's cell smelled of rust and sweat, a metallic silence that pressed against Jeffrey Epstein's chest. He sat on the edge of the bunk, fingers drumming his knees, waiting, not for freedom, not for trial, but for something he could not name. Then the steel door slid open. Slow as a predator's yawn, 3 men in black suits stepped inside, not guards, not police. Their movements were too precise, their eyes too cold. They were Secret Service men. Epstein's heart rattled in his ribs, but he said nothing. One agent produced a length of fabric, orange, frayed, meant to look like a noose, dropping it on the floor. Another tipped the bunk, scattering sheets and trash as though dressing a stage. Epstein swallowed hard, knowing that tonight was the night. He was tossed into a hidden SUV and driven away. Moments later, the hum of the city became a muted drumbeat as the vehicle crawled into a shadowed alley. One agent tossed Epstein a garbage bag of clothes. "Change, right now," he demanded. The prison jumpsuit collapsed to the ground, replaced by a tailored charcoal suit, crisp as death itself. The agent stared back at him. He looked less like an inmate and more like a ghost dressed for his own wake. The SUV stopped at a building with no name. Inside, silence deepened into something daunting. A room waited, dark, empty, humming faintly with hidden machines. Epstein stood in the center of the darkness, pulse thrashing in his throat. The door opened. President Joe Biden entered, his face half swallowed by shadows. His voice was weak and raspy as usual. "Do you have it?" Biden asked. Epstein's lips curled into something between a smirk and a tremor. "I have an entire list of your Democratic buddies that the world may be interested in seeing." Biden leaned closer, the air colder now. "I don't care about them, I care about him. Is he on the list?" The room seemed to shrink. Epstein leaned forward, breath tickling the president's ear, and whispered her name. Biden stiffened, color draining from his face. His eyes darted once towards the shadows. Agent stood still outside the door before his voice slipped into something raw. The clock on the wall ticked once, and then the room was swallowed in a silence that could kill. Biden's voice, cold and meticulous. "How many times did he visit your island?" Epstein's whisper cracked the silence like a bone. "He was at my island about 44 times."